I am not missing my mark this time, motherfuckers. Hey. Hello, and welcome back. The Left Side Strong Side. Hey, better late than never. Welcome back to Left Side Strong Side. I'm your host, Chance Ellison. Joining me, my co-host, Jeffrey Gunn. Jacob Blunden, once again, suspiciously out this week. After Saturday Night Football, can't imagine why. But we do have a new opportunity. We do have, for the first time in a very long time, we had it's been a while since we had a first-time guest on this show. But Jonathan Caro is joining us today. Reason I was hell-bent on getting him on because we like seeing different fandoms represented on this show. So, I mean, we easy to have. But, yeah, Caro, Texans fan. Must have been a rough few years.
It's looking up now.
Yeah. I mean, Stroud is the chosen one last year. He was the chosen one, and he still is playing like the chosen one. A little worse, but I think he'll get better as the season goes on, as the season progresses. But we'll talk about that and then this match.
Spoiler for everybody watching. Caro, only one happy this week, and even he's not thrilled.
Yeah, I'm happy too. I'm not thrilled, and we'll talk about that.
A little too close.
Yeah. A lot of these games were alarmingly close, but let's get into it at the top. Thursday Night Football. We're talking the Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. This is usually a shit kicking in the name of Dallas, but
yeah.
I know Thursday Night Football is weird, but the fact that this was even close is concerning for the Cowboys.
Exactly.
Outside of that one long CeeDee Lamb touchdown, did they do anything?
No. I think this was just a forgettable game. I thought it was a forgettable game. I think the Giants, they played a little better, but it's really just Daniel Jones.
I was
Daniel Jones' only job is throw to Malik Neighbors or Wan'Dale Robinson.
There you go. Exactly. That was
just use that.
One of those guys will be fine.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There was one notable thing that happened in this game. Brandon Aubrey, automatic.
Oh, he missed.
Missed.
Yeah. It was like
screwing over gamblers everywhere because the spread was I think it was 8 points.
Exactly.
Now put it up by 8. So yeah.
He left the door open for the Giants to potentially win, and then of course Daniel Jones was.
Of course, Daniel Jones happened.
He said, "No, thank you."
I mean, however,
said, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, exactly. However, I mean, a couple of key factors actually happened during this game. I mean, Neighbors, he got hurt at the end, right?
Mm-hmm. Concussion,
and a couple of big defensive players.
You thought this team was bad before. Imagine them without Neighbors.
Well, luckily he got hurt on Thursday, so he should be able to play.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah,
but
the big injury.
But I think it's going to get worse for the Cowboys.
Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Oof.
Dexter Lawrence today got announced going on IR, so he's out for 4 weeks minimum.
And Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs did get banged up. That's right.
Yeah,
not good.
Yeah, those.
Guess whose team they play this week?
Those are literally your 3 best players on defense.
Exactly. Just breathe a sigh of relief.
None of them are there.
It's so forgettable. I forgot those guys got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think Trayvon Diggs might play, but yeah, Dexter Lawrence definitely not playing. Micah Parsons probably not playing next week.
Yeah, probably not.
Not great.
It's not
good.
So
Dallas, you eked out a win, but
you paid
the
price for it.
You paid a price. Paid a hefty price, and we're not talking about Dak Prescott's contract.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Cowboys the next 3 or 4 weeks. If they play,
the schedule's not good.
It's not good for them.
Moving on to our next game, and when things start out like this, it's all downhill from here. It's our game of the week: Packers versus Vikings. This game, okay, look, let's just preface.
Tale of two halves.
This was going to be the Jordan Love return game. We thought he'd be out at least 4 weeks. He was out 2. So he's back. He's back in the saddle. Came in, dressed like Brett Favre. Decided to honor him. To honor him by throwing in triple coverage regularly.
Exactly.
3 picks total.
Yeah.
Yes. 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Those are some Brett Favre-ass numbers.
That's also Jameis. That's a Jameis game.
But early on, the Vikings were looking phenomenal. They were looking sensational. Like there was, I don't know, again, another clip of it. This is not a very heavy clip week, but Sam Darnold had this one incredible pass to Justin Jefferson. That ball could have been placed better if he walked over and handed it to him. That's how good the throw was.
Yeah.
As we started to wonder
right now.
And look, I'm saying right now, some team is going to get tricked into paying Sam Darnold
exactly.
lot of money this offseason.
Oh boy, it's Daniel Jones all over again. Maybe
I'm about to say, I'm looking right at you, Giants.
Maybe slightly better than Daniel Jones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my worry. That's my worry there. Like after this season, this is a great season so far for them. Well, not just on the offensive side, but on the defensive side, they actually played really well.
Well, for most of the game.
Most of the game. And until we got to the second half, until Jordan Love became, pretty good. Once again.
Yeah. But things were looking pretty dire for the Packers. They were going on. See, it was 20 at one point it was 28-0 in the second.
Mm-hmm.
It was 28-7 going into the fourth. This is where the Vikings defense said, you know what? We're good. Let's go.
Right?
Played hard. Let's take a break.
Yeah, we got this. We've scored enough. Like that's fine. Okay, 1 touchdown. That's cool. It doesn't matter. 2 touchdowns. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. Oh my God, they scored another touchdown. They managed to go from a 28-0 lead to get the game within 2, with a chance to win. Yeah. But what's been one of the big undoings of the Packers in the last couple of years? I don't know. Not defrauding major corporations. Not ayahuasca.
Right.
It's special teams.
Right.
If the Packers had a kicker,
if he made one of the 2 missed field goals, they would.
Yes,
they would have won. I think the Vikings defense got too cocky with themselves after that first half because it's like 28-7. All right, we're done. Let's go.
Maybe they were just feeling themselves like there's no way we're this good, right?
Exactly. No, like the game for most of it, Packers fans wanted to kill themselves. Then the Vikings fans wanted to kill themselves.
Yeah. So yeah, they just have to be careful when they're that confident when playing the game. So
I mean, because now there's expectation for the Vikings when previously we didn't think there would be for this year.
We also say on this show, prevent defense only prevents you from winning. And they're kind of got a lecture in that this week. So I wouldn't count on them to repeat the same mistakes, but if they do, like you think John Harbaugh is dangerous with a lead? Ain't got shit on Brian Flores.
I mean, if the Packers had won, I mean, it would have been dangerous for the Vikings to lose this game because
funny thing is because of this loss, the Packers are now 0-2 with Jordan Love, who they just paid a shit ton of money to.
Okay.
2-0 with
Malik Willis.
Context is everything.
Context is everything.
That's
QB
weird.
Controversy in Green Bay?
Yeah, it's a little weird. Come on.
Little weird. Yeah.
Oh, this whole season's been weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of emphasized by our next game. I'm just going to rip this Band-Aid off right now. Colts versus Steelers.
What the hell happened?
Okay.
Flacco
let me say what happened. Joe Flacco did happen. And look, I'll give the Colts credits. They came out the gates swinging, and the Steelers were not prepared for that. They weren't. When they got the opening kickoff and marched down the field, like no team has done that against Pittsburgh this season.
Richardson looked halfway decent. Yeah.
Richardson did look halfway decent. He looked solid, made some really big completions that we were just not stopping. But then, weirdly enough, Week 4 seems to be poison for Anthony Richardson. Like Week 4, Colts teams do not play this man. This is what he got hurt last year.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Some main reason they do a combined run. Richardson bangs up his hip. Mm-hmm. He's out for the game for one play. Comes back in. They already know he's banged up, and they do a run again.
If that's a coach's decision, that's a fireable offense.
That's
unless Richardson like audible to that, then fine.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
which I mean, I could see that happening.
I could see that happening, but yeah, if the coaches did it, that's.
Point is, Richardson's out for the game. So now we have to once again watch Joe Flacco play quarterback in the year of our Lord 2022. Sorry, 2024. This is 2024.
2024
seeing Joe Flacco fucks with my timeline. Point is, Joe Flacco is back in the game. As a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I know Joe Flacco very well. So I'm just like, I'm concerned. And look, I will look. There's a lot of things you can attribute the Steelers' loss to. Yes, we had injuries. That's not the main reason we lost, but that is something we had to deal with. Alex Highsmith banged up. He's going to be out for I think at least the next couple of weeks. We did some key injuries during the game. James Daniels, arguably our best lineman at this current time, out for the season towards Achilles. Cordell Patterson, when we needed Jolt on offense, the only guy doing anything on offense.
Arthur Smith's favorite.
He gets hurt. He's out of the game. But no, the main reason Pittsburgh lost is the main reason they've lost a lot of games. Self-inflicted wounds.
Yep.
Like costly penalties, bad turnovers, miscommunications, get inside the 5, fumble.
Yep.
Get a drive going, drop the snap. Oh, trying to pick up a blitz, do whatever the hell Justin Fields did. He went backwards and dropped the ball. This was a lot of, and the thing is, this is what the thing about this thing is frustrating about the Pittsburgh Steelers. They don't lose a lot of games convincingly. Granted, like you can count on, like in the last I don't know, 5-7 years, you can count on 2 hands the amount of games we truly lost. Go back to like the beginning of Tomlin's tenure. You'd be lucky to get to 20 games in which we like truly got outplayed. It's these games, what I call the cock tease games, where like the one team is giving us every single opportunity to claw back a win, and the Steelers, for whatever reason, will not take it.
Exactly. No, but you pointed out to this one play, the Pickens fumble. If he hadn't fumbled the ball, I think Steelers would have won this game.
Probably.
If the Steelers hadn't done a lot of things, they probably would.
Well, yes.
No, but I think that was that one. That was
the one that hurt.
That was probably there was that. But I think there was another one. It was when defense needed a big stop inside of 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. They got it. Also, yes. Mike, I see you in the chat. Talk to me when you beat Bo Nix, fucker. Anyways, they get a crucial stop on defense. Get the ball back with 2 minutes to go. And look, Justin Fields at this point, he had been balling. Like, we hadn't seen this kind of level of Fields where he needs to lead the team to a victory by being down a lot. Like, the Colts were at one point up 17-0. It was not looking good for the Pittsburgh Steelers faithful. But he did it. He claws back into the game and gets us to within 1 score. All we need to get a field goal range if we can get a touch. But the way he's playing, he was going to drive that team to a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Here's where we fuck up. There's a miscommunication between our rookie center, Zach Frazier, and Justin Fields. He snaps the ball early, and you look at Justin Fields. He's not even looking for the ball.
Nope.
Yeah.
He gets it back, but he loses 12 on the play. That drive, dead.
Yep. That last drive, near the end of the game, that really was a killer for them. I think that really derailed their chances. Justin Fields, look, he had some stellar plays by himself, but unfortunately, he's not as familiar with the execution of these plays as yet. So, in addition to the Pickens fumble, that last drive was a big time killer there, and hurt their chance to actually at least tie the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I firmly believe had that not happened, he would have at least tied, probably even won the goddamn game.
Maybe.
And like the thing is, I bought in. Like they just keep dangling wins in front of your face, asking you to chase it, and then guess what's like, brush your teeth, boom, orange juice. That's life.
Yeah, but another thing is that
you were unbeaten coming into this game.
We were.
Yeah, but another thing is that when Joe Flacco came into the game,
you weren't expecting that.
You weren't expecting it, but I'm not as surprised that they defeated y'all because Joe Flacco played for the Browns last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Did he
play comeback player of the year?
No, he did not play against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, like that.
He came in late enough.
Weirdly enough, the 2 games the Pittsburgh played against the Browns last year against any quarterback except Joe Flacco. Because we got Deshaun Watson and then DTR. Yeah, DTR. Weirdly enough, we didn't beat the one you'd think we would.
No, but that's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. But still, Flacco knows the Steelers. Yeah, you would hope.
No, yeah. I'll say as a Steelers fan, like we cannot lose games like this.
Nope.
Like the games that you can win, that you have the ability to win, but you just for whatever reason you just cannot hold on to it. Like we cannot afford to drop these games, especially since this is the quote unquote easy part of our schedule, and the back half season is going to get allegedly a lot harder. So look, I mean, I was impressed with the fight the offense showed, and then the upward trajectory is going. We started with no touchdowns, then 1 touchdown,
getting more and more,
and 2 touchdowns, and 3 touchdowns. So by the end of the season, we should have scored 18 touchdowns in a game.
Exactly.
If we keep this trend
Set
going,
the points record. Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, this was indeed a Pittsburgh Steelers loss, and yeah, frustrating as fuck.
My condolences to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Forward out. All right, moving on to our next week. We actually got a twofer in this game. It is both our upset and unwatchable game of the week.
Good Lord.
It's weird. It's weird to say that the Jets look better against the Broncos without Aaron Rodgers than they did with Aaron Rodgers.
It's just
I really don't want to talk about this game, to be honest. I mean, no,
it was raining. It looked. Ugh.
It was raining. It was dirty. The statistics.
I will say this. Over the weekend, it's estimated 100,000 Giants and Jets fans attended MetLife. None of them saw their team score a touchdown.
Oh man,
none of them.
Horrid.
Did you even watch good football?
Horrid weekend for New York.
Horrid weekend for New York. Yeah. And then look, this was a game where Bo Nix, for a while, after the first half, only had -1 yard of passing. -1.
He's already looked bad in the first 3.
Look, we all look better than Bo Nix.
Exactly.
We all had more passing in the first half than Bo Nix. And even then, like his end of the night numbers even weren't that impressive. Dude only had 60 passing yards on the entire game.
Defense, you like this game, but
yeah, if you like defense, and look, if you saw Colts Broncos a few years back and said that's too exciting, here I got the game for you.
Well, the only positive thing I could say about it is I played Cortland Sutton in one of my fantasy leagues.
The only touchdown in this game.
Oh,
only touchdown in this.
Well,
game.
No, New York's Jets defense did
only source of offense in this game. Yeah, they did fine. I mean, usually if you can keep your opponent to 10 points or less, you can win the game. But the Jets are not like most teams.
No.
And this is a thing we talked about in one of our group chats. Is Saleh on thin ice with the New York Jets?
Oh yeah. If they don't make the playoffs, he's fired.
It's very interesting because there's a lot of news going around this week as well about a trade, and one including Davante Adams.
Yeah.
So would Rodgers tell Saleh, could we get Davante Adams, for a wide receiver help? I mean, look, they're okay with Garrett Wilson and Lazard. Actually, Lazard has been playing better than Wilson this season so far.
Mike Williams did think this game.
Mike Williams too. Mike Williams doing.
Mike Williams, yes, but if Rodgers could talk to Saleh about getting Davante Adams, who's not happy with the Raiders, and we'll get to the Raiders in a moment, but they could be better offensively. I mean, offensive is a problem. A big problem.
They're just building Green Bay. They're just building Green Bay 2.0.
Especially with Breece Hall not actually doing much this past week, which was shocking, actually.
It's all bad.
Yeah, this is just a bad game of football. Only reason upset of the week because if you keep your opponent to 10 points, you hold your opposing team's quarterback to 60 yards. You think you should be able to win that game, but the Jets are not like most teams.
Well, then Zerline missed the game.
That's the thing. That's the other one.
They could have just sneaked off. They could have snuck out with a win.
Here's the thing: it was raining, it was windy, and
it was a 50-yarder.
Yeah, he could have still snuck out.
It's incredibly tough to kick that.
There was, Broncos. Weirdly enough, 2-2. Who saw this coming?
Because they also have a good defense.
They do have a good defense
that keeps them in most games. So,
yeah. Moving on to our next game, the battle for the NFC South crown at the moment. the Saints versus the Falcons. This game was both peak Saints and peak Falcons at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I think we were a little too. I think we crowned the Saints too early. At least
Basically,
I did.
it's like this. They're at the X mark. Saints are going downwards. Falcons are going upwards. So like,
Yeah.
Slowly
pretty
but
even.
surely.
Falcons
Weirdly
can score
enough, both.
an offensive touchdown.
Yeah, this is, I believe, what the third game in which the team won without scoring a touchdown on offense.
oh really? I did not know that.
It's really depressing. It's really depressing.
Yeah, no, the Falcons didn't score a single touchdown on offense, and that's the third time that's happened this year.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's really depressing.
Yeah, if you're a Saints fan, you should be frustrated then. Because,
Yes.
oh yeah.
Yeah, this weirdly enough, both Derek Carr and Kirk Cousins had nearly identical stats in the game, both completing
I think they're the same person.
One interception.
yeah, one interception and 238, 239 yards apiece. Strangely, Kirk Cousins will throw to he will throw to Tyler Algier, the other team, and the ground before throwing to Kyle Pitts.
Jesus Christ. What are we doing?
Yeah. I do not understand. I don't
thought with the
understand
coaching
this
change they would use Kyle Pitts more. Nope.
No, you know that was the coaching, but coaching and a competent quarterback change.
Yes.
Yeah,
You thought something
You would-
would change. No,
you know-
it's the
yeah,
same.
you would
It's all the same.
You know, out of all the players who are angry, I'm surprised Kyle Pitts is not angry.
Sure. I want to be traded if I was him.
Yards, and obviously for fantasy people who drafted him, I mean, you already knew the history. Why would you draft Kyle Pitts?
we thought it'd be
Holding out-
different.
You're holding out hope that it might get better.
We thought it would be different this time.
It turns out we're just gluttons for
It's
punishment.
the same thing.
It's like seeing an alien movie after Aliens. You think this time's gonna be better,
It could be just as good.
and you bring in the guy who's supposed to make it better, and turns out, nope, still sucks. Thanks, Prometheus. Damn you, Ridley Scott.
I don't
Yeah,
hate
you-
Prometheus, but yeah, it's
I do.
fair. It's not as good as Alien. Yes.
Well, I do hate Prometheus.
Okay.
and I gotta tell somebody about it. This is how important the Saints are. They got Taysom Hill, the Storm and Mormon, rolling this week with 2
That's
touchdowns,
tight end.
and it didn't matter.
He got hurt.
Because Taysom Hill got hurt on the second one, whatever.
Yeah, Taysom did get hurt.
They lost Taysom Hill. That's why they lost this game.
Well, yeah, once Taysom Hill got hurt, that's how we knew the Falcons were gonna win this game.
Wait a minute. Did Shaheed muff the punt?
He
So
also
he
did.
did
That was,
muff
yeah,
the
that was like
punts.
early in the game.
Yeah.
Early in the game. they were
Weirdly, a
covered.
lot of muff punts this week. A lot of muff
Yeah,
punts.
between my team. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
It's we go on to our next game. This one also had a muff punt. Eagles versus Bucks. Okay,
Cue Jacob laughing.
Cue Jacob laughing. Someone in one of my fantasy chats said this: the Bucks are to the Eagles what the Niners are to the Packers. Like for
It's
whatever
starting to be
reason,
that way.
they
Yeah.
cannot beat this team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Now,
mean,
granted, I will say the
No
Eagles were
A.J.
at a
Brown.
bit of a disadvantage.
No
No
Devontae
AJ Brown
Smith.
and Devontae Smith. Those are 2 top receiving targets who are now out of the game.
Yeah.
But you expect better than this.
It's be a little better. Yeah.
yeah.
Still Saquon. He's still
But
Goddard.
the thing is,
Yeah.
in addition to those 2 key injuries, the Eagles' pass defense is not good.
It's
No.
been bad. Weirdly
It's
enough, like
really
everything
bad.
they did in the offseason, and it looks like it almost got worse.
Yes. I mean, wait, who did they draft in the first round?
They got Quinn Mitchell, who's
Quinn
been playing
Mitchell.
really well. Been playing really well.
Uh-huh.
But then,
And
everyone around him.
Cooper DeJean,
Yeah,
who you're
Cooper
not
DeJean.
using, who they're not using. Well, I'm sorry, they're using him on punt returns, which he muffed.
It's
But
very
you also brought back C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who was really good for the Eagles 2 years ago.
he's bad.
Oh, but he's been awful. Kobe is looking down at this game and like this team in disgust.
Darius
Friendly
Slay is
reminder.
not good either.
They're still
Yeah,
getting
Dar-
up there in age.
Darius Slay is getting up
Well,
there, which
yeah.
sucked. Like
No, but-
he's been really standing
He
out.
was-
a couple
yeah,
of
good
years.
for
Did you
long time.
see? I don't know who did the interview of trash talking pre-game. Was it?
Oh,
Oh, that was CJ. That was CJ.
Those Gunners-
I'm gonna take a
I'm not-
Beltio ass
I'm
today.
Not a smart move. Not a smart move.
Yeah,
That was terrible.
CJ Gardner Johnson has now given up a touchdown in every single one of the
Ouch.
first 4 games.
Ouch.
Yeesh.
Yeah, if Eagles pass defense, they do not sharpen up, there's no way they're going to go to the playoffs.
Yeah. And Jake's bet might come true.
I especially with one team playing very well right now in their
I
department.
also gotta take Sirianni to task. Like
that seems to be a recurring theme this year.
Talking about coaches on thin ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I thought the Eagles would be good enough to carry Sirianni to another year. No, maybe not.
Combined with injuries, yeah.
Yeah, but also like just some really, really piss poor decisions. He's showing that he's not a leader.
Right.
Like he regularly throws his coaches and his players under the bus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, yeah, I think Jake said a few weeks ago, like, what exactly does he do here?
No.
He's there to appear as the coach.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They had to hire someone.
Yeah. I mean, look,
they got to get
October.
somebody.
Yeah, it's October. He's dressed up as the coach. He's not the coach.
It's the most elaborate Halloween costume. he's like this like Andy Kaufman-esque comedian where he's just like, I'm gonna go and coach a team and see how many stupid things I can do till I get fired. And he's like, why haven't I been fired yet?
But to be fair though, the Bucs are good.
The Bucs are good.
The Bucs are really good.
Last week witstanding, the Bucs are a very good team.
Yeah,
so we've seen what Denver's defense can do. So maybe
I think they're pretty balanced. With the Vikings as well, but they're pretty balanced.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield, career rejuvenation continues.
The defense could be a little bit better, but the offense is really good.
Yeah, I mean the defense got after Hurts 6 times on the day for a net loss of 44 yards. Like that was great. 'Cause that gets a really good offensive line too, which is impressive. But yeah, Eagles have a lot to figure out. It's the bye week. Shut up, Jacob.
Yeah.
What are you doing if you're not here?
The defense.
You decided not to come. You lose the right to speak. All right. Moving on to our next game that had the opportunity to be the funniest thing on the planet, but then Andy Dalton happened. And Joe Burrow happened, and the Panthers defense.
We almost had the Andy Dalton revenge game.
We almost had it. Well, he gets another chance this week. We'll get to that later, but yeah, the Bengals taking on the Panthers. The Bengals were in do or die mode coming into this game. Yeah. 0-3. If they go 0-4 to this team,
Dalton quits on the season. Yeah.
But shockingly good in the first half.
Yeah, it was still close for most.
They came out fighting. Yeah, first half ended 21-14, so like not insurmountable.
Yeah.
But then the second half happens.
Yep.
Well, the Panthers also forgot to tackle Jamar Chase.
That's 60+ yard touchdown.
It's like 4 people who had a chance and all blew it.
Like what is tackling? What is tackling? Like is your
wrap him
up.
up.
I know you're better.
Don't just
than
hit
this.
him. Wrap him up.
Wrap him the fuck up.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was the Joe Burrow bounce back game he needed. Chase Brown also could be emerging as another like A caliber running back.
Yeah, pick him up in fantasy.
Bengals fans have been clamoring for that for a long time. They were wanting Chase Brown to take over as the lead back, even when Mixon was still there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he might be in that chance. He played really well. 15 carries for 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. This was a game that the Bengals needed to have, mostly because again, a lot of their division rivals were starting to pull away. Now they're in a little bit better spot, not great, but better spots.
Yeah, you still got some ground.
Yeah, they have ground to make up for sure. The Ravens they're gonna get better. Ravens are gonna get better. Steelers, hopefully, they'll play as good as this week. But and the Browns, we'll see. But
you don't have to worry about
that. But the Bengals, they got to keep this momentum going with their offense as well, and the defense a little worse. But I think the defense will be fine. But I want to talk about the Panthers. The Panthers did all right. They did all right for a loss. I mean, I don't think it was a terrible game. It wasn't as terrible as some.
Look, considering what we expected this team to be,
What a difference one quarterback switch makes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel so bad for Bryce Young.
Yeah, same.
I really do.
You see him on the sidelines, like, yeah, this is not your fault. It's not entirely your fault.
But and they're like basically the team comes to life with Andy Dalton at the helm.
Yeah,
Well, it was a well thought effort for the Panthers, but the Bengals
was.
they had to play for a victory there.
Moving on to our next game, Carl, we got your boys, the Houston Texans, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this game, I think everyone can admit, was way closer than we thought it would be, seeing how the Jacksonville Jaguars have been playing the past couple of weeks.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I'm very happy for CJ Stroud. Okay. He played pretty well. Okay. Nico Collins.
Oh, my God. He's a beast.
Why? Okay. He's the number one wide receiver this season right now, right? He has the most receiving yards.
Yes.
By like
at least top 5.
Yeah, 100 yards,
3,
I think. Let me look it up for me, please.
On the day, 151, actually.
Oof.
151, but right now he's the leader in receiving yards. He's
Funny thing is, I had him in Dynasty, but I dropped him because he wasn't doing shit for his first 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I think he should be declared as the top 5 wide receiver in the league right now.
Right now, yeah.
Right now,
he has an
sure.
argument.
Right
now, yeah.
He has an argument.
Let's see. We got Jefferson, right? Jamar Chase,
Lamb,
Brown,
Amon-Ra, and then probably Nico.
Amon-Ra.
Yeah, probably.
I would put Nico.
Nico 5th.
Yeah. I mean, Nico's been balling. He's been balling, and I think he's great. And also, it helps that Stephon Diggs is number 2 right now.
Yeah.
It helps.
Scored rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, Diggs, his very first rushing touchdown from Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, scoring on a busted play
with that route.
He was supposed to throw a pass.
He was supposed to throw a pass.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
No, but I was impressed with that route. Like he improvised and he just rushed, and I was like, okay, well done, Stephon Diggs. So yeah, that's a great part about dirty win, and also Dare Agumbawale, well done at the end of the game.
Former Jaguar.
Yep. Yeah. However, we are not going to win next weekend if we keep stabbing ourselves in the foot
with penalties.
Stupid
penalties.
Oh my god, penalties are killing. Every time I went back to this game,
the reason why we're this close is because of the penalties committed mostly by the offensive line.
Yeah.
They got to be disciplined this week because the Bills, they're not going to be an easy team to play against,
especially after this week.
Yeah, they're going to be
this week. They're going to be pissed. The Bills are going to be pissed this weekend. This is not good, and they're going to be playing on our home turf. So, D'Amico Ryans and the offensive line coach have to discipline the offensive line hard. Like, study the rule book. Study the rule book. Yeah, and look at the tape in the past. Yeah, the whole season on what they've committed, because we're the most penalized team in the league right now, and it's unacceptable.
That's weird considering that like last year the Texans pretty well disciplined. I don't have the penalty numbers, but I don't recall it being this big a problem.
Worse. Yeah.
No, they weren't this bad.
No. I mean, look, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent in this team, and if we keep look, D'Amico said it best. If they keep themselves in their way, they're not going to play. They're not going to win as many games. Mm-hmm. So it's really up to them mentally. They have to be mentally focused and mentally.
I just realized is D'Amico Robert Saleh, but he works
a little bit,
a little bit. But I think D'Amico though is more defensive minded though. I think offensive line coach needs to be disciplined as well. Yeah. Whoever that coach is.
Like it just reminds me, just like, like younger guys, built defensive coordinators from the 49ers.
Yeah,
right.
Parallels are really there. But yeah.
But the Jaguars.
Oh.
No, I will say they looked better this week than they have the entire season. Still,
what's their schedule like?
The fourth quarter, I don't think they did anything in the fourth quarter.
They did nothing.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, so that's
really.
The thing is, the Jaguars could have very well easily won this game. There was one pass Trevor Lawrence had to a Christian Kirk who was wide up. Dude won his route by like 3 or 4 yards, and he overshot him. He hits that pass. Jacksonville probably wins this game.
Right.
But
and also, I want to add though, props to Kalen Bullock, because Tank Bigsby was about to go score on the touchdown, and Kalen Bullock stopped Tank Bigsby at the 4-yard line, and then the next 4 plays, the defense stopped Trevor Lawrence do a QB sneak.
Nice.
So, and then actually that led to the fourth quarter and CJ Stroud's, last drive.
Yeah. And because of this game, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and because of things that happened later in the week, Jacksonville Jaguars are now the only team in the NFL to have not won a single game.
Didn't think we'd be saying that.
I mean, if we're gonna get like a cat team to be winless, we're like, yeah,
exactly. The Panthers.
Carolina. Obviously, why would I pick anybody else?
Mm.
I'm
They're
looking
in
at
the top 5 likely teams to be the last winless team.
Right. I'm looking at their next 4 games. We'll see about this weekend, but
we'll talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars this weekend.
But
they
keep losing.
Dougie
P is going to be out of a job.
doesn't look good.
He's going to be out of a job. They keep losing.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Moving on to our next game, it's the Rams at the Bears. Now, look, I will say, I think a fully healthy Rams team beats Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thing is, we do not have the luxury of health in this game.
Oh, the Rams are used to not being fully healthy.
The Rams are used to it, but Jesus. That Stafford MVP pick is not looking very good.
I mean, it's not all self-inflicted.
It's not all his fault.
Just
It's
like
not all
Jalen
his
Hurts is also
fault.
missing his top 2 wide receivers.
No. Really, they only have Kyron Williams.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're one threat.
And a Blake Corum who they don't use.
Yeah. No, but I will admit,
He must be sucking in practice. If
but also
He
Tutu
must be.
Atwell played well. Tutu Atwell played well. And,
He's the only receiver. He's the only one Stafford had chemistry with. Of course, he's doing well.
Yeah, that's it. However,
Bears
there
also
were,
have a good defense.
there were a couple Bears players that came to life this past week.
DeAndre
Like
Swift.
DeAndre Swift, finally.
Doing literally nothing.
Yeah.
He woke up.
Yeah, he woke up basically. So it takes people to drop DeAndre Swift from their lineup for them to do well.
Oh yeah, watch this.
Well, not only that, like he was going to lose reps to Roshan Johnson this week. They wanted to give him a look because Swift was doing so bad. Swift was like, okay, I got something for your ass.
Watch this.
Yeah.
I'll start trying now.
He was like the usher. He was like, he had a great game on the ground. 93 yards rushing, 72 yards receiving. He was a fantasy monster this week. And even like an in-game monster. And Caleb Williams, again, didn't look great, but he looked good enough to win the game.
That's probably all he has to be for them to stay competitive.
Yeah, because that defense is
You
playing
just
really
hope
well.
he gets better. You just hope he gets better.
Yeah, just sit and pray that Chicago does what they haven't done in its history: develop a QB.
Exactly. I mean, they have a couple of favorable matchups coming up, so we'll see.
They do.
We'll see how he'll adapt.
Meanwhile, the Rams they just keep continuing to tumble down the ladder.
Yeah.
The injuries.
Yeah,
The injuries.
Might just be a lost year.
It might be, but honestly, and like I know we talked about Stafford, like he's good again. He's solid. McVay, he's all in. Things keep going like this. This could be the last season for both McVay and Stafford in LA.
It might just be like a mutual parting, not like a fire.
No, yeah, they won't fire McVay. McVay will just like to lead the team.
He'll go to broadcasting, whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah. Rams. Jesus, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I do feel bad. I do feel bad for them.
These next group of fans, I do not feel bad for at all.
Either team, right?
Either team.
Your relationship with a certain wide receiver on the Niners.
This is exactly what you signed up for there, basically. This was the most predictable game right there.
Yeah.
It was.
Patriots just proving that they are who we thought they were.
It was. Brandon Ayuk still not doing shit. I will say though.
Chance right.
I will say though. I commented like, oh wow, it's wild. We got a black QB and a black coach for Boston before GTA 6. That's not what's happening here. like sacrificing a black QB in the name of a white QB.
Exactly.
That's
There's rumors
Boston.
that they want to start Drake May, but they're realizing we would kill him if we
Oh
started.
yeah, no, like again, like sending a black QB to die to save a white QB. That's the most Boston thing possible.
Oh, that's perfect.
Ouch.
Yeah, Jacoby should get a statue just for this season.
Just for
alone.
continuing to play, yeah.
Just for continuing to go out there
Take all
and
that
take beating after beating after beating after beating.
Yeah.
I mean, no, but that 49ers, I mean, they played a good game, minus the one interception by Purdy, but Jordan Mason did his thing again.
Fred Warner proved he's
Fred
the best
Warner's
off-ball
interception.
Best-
Fred Warner's so good.
Holy
Best off-ball linebacker in football, hands down. No arguments. It's Fred Warner.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw that interception. Woo.
Yeah. Thing is, though, things for the Niners are starting to get a little rocky. We got word this week that let me break down the timeline of events. So before the season, we heard McCaffrey's dealing with a little bit of little calf injury. Nothing major. It's fine.
Yeah.
So he says, "Okay, what happens next?" Oh, okay, so it's a little more serious than we thought. Okay, that's fine. He's going where?
Germany.
A
Germany,
specialist
of
in
course.
Germany.
Where nothing bad happens in Germany.
Yeah, nothing bad's ever happened in Germany.
Oh boy.
No, nothing's bad ever happens in Germany. RFK told me so.
Your only source of news. Or
Oh yeah, RFK and not Brightburn. Breitbart. That's it. Breitbart.
There you go.
We find out that McCaffrey has Achilles tendonitis in both of his legs.
How is that? How did you? I don't even know how.
Yeah, like
How does it start from one leg and move to the other leg?
That is serious.
At this rate, like we're gonna find out McCaffrey doesn't have legs anymore.
Exactly.
He's going to
That's
be
how
in a
it's gonna
wheelchair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although with the way Mason's playing, maybe they don't need McCaffrey.
Maybe they
playing well.
don't, but also like the team they've beaten. Let's call it what it is. Not
Right.
I mean, not,
Obviously, it would help to have McCaffrey, but
would help to have McCaffrey, especially like in the tougher games down the stretch. My question is this: is the Niners window closed? Like, were the last 2 years their best chances to win a Super Bowl?
probably it's not
Because-
fully closed. But yes,
Because
last
like
year's
the
probably
Niners are turning into a team where you're really banking on health.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Exactly.
McCaffrey has turned back into Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
Debo got hurt. He came back.
Debo's on and off. Kittle's on and off. It just
Ayuk
it
is doing
seemed like
nothing.
there's always
You
Ayuk is Ayuk.
Ayuk is doing
Yeah, but you
nothing.
got Juwan Jennings, so it's fine.
Juwan Jennings, okay, he's playing well, but
Yeah, Juwan Jennings.
You're gonna get Pearsall back.
Should have paid him the big eventually.
You're gonna get
Eventually.
local hero Ricky Pearsall back.
The
Wow,
white,
that
the
would be
white.
an amazing story, though. If he's
You'll get he comes back his very next game, the Super Bowl.
He's the savior. You're gonna the point you're gonna need. Ricky Pearsall.
He's
no,
oh,
but
man.
I think on the NFC side, there are some teams that are definitely better than the 49ers right now.
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
what the Niners should do? Trade Ricky Pearsall to the Commanders
Oh,
for to, trade him to the Commanders. Don't trade for Brian Robinson, and that would call that offense two guns.
Two guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, so Niners, their window's closing fast, especially like they're gonna hit a big cap crunch next year, especially because they got by Purdy.
Yeah.
Purdy.
This is probably their last year of hopefully contending.
A really good. Like not only I get to pay Purdy, you're gonna have to cut weight with a lot of contracts.
Yeah, because you already paid Ayuk. So
Probably some big. Yeah, good job.
Exactly. Like I know, like this weekend's matchup. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But really, it's that next game after this weekend. That's going to be the most important game for them. So.
Up next, a game where one team had to win.
Yeah.
And look, this game is further proof that the football gods and God in general does not like Deshaun Watson.
Nope.
For good reason.
Obvious
For good
reason.
reason. Very good reason.
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad everything's fine in Houston right now. So we don't need you, Deshaun. We don't need
validation.
you.
Validation.
We got Stroud.
We got Stroud. We're good. And then there's one that where Watson. It's funny. The best play of Watson's tenure as a Brown doesn't even count.
Nope.
Had this beautiful 80-yard bomb to Amari Cooper that gets called back due to what was it, holding? Yeah, questionable holding. Like the Browns have become what the Lions were for a long time. They're the refs' least favorite team.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And they got to play a Raiders team that didn't have Devontae Adams or Max Crosby.
Yeah.
This is laid out on a plate for a silver platter for you when you blew it.
Yeah. That was embarrassing. But
this Browns defense was supposed to be good, right?
Yeah. It should have been good. And it's very strange because the Raiders won, right? So the Raiders won, and then therefore Devontae Adams is upset and he wants out.
He might have been upset before this game.
I'm sure he was upset before the game.
But for a good reason. I mean, he hasn't played with a quarterback that, compatible with his play since Rodgers.
Well, I mean, people are speculating that he's the one Antonio Pierce was referencing business decisions about. Maybe
that does make sense. But also, looking at they won the game, but the dude had no targets and no receptions. So I do get his frustration.
But we won.
He lost out on targets to DJ Turner, Alexander Madison, and Harrison Bryant.
Come on, step it up, Devontae. What are you doing? Come
on, Devontae. Bad. So
give me back to Aaron Rodgers. That's what he wants.
But give me back to Derek. At this point, getting back to Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Get back to Derek Carr.
But since he wants to be traded, though, where do you think he will be traded to?
It's interesting. He's gonna want to go to a contender.
Just watches the Chiefs.
I swear to
God, it's the Chiefs.
I swear.
I don't think it's gonna happen. The Chiefs, they don't have.
No, it's probably not.
I
swear.
They don't have enough cap space, do they?
Yeah. Well, they'll probably just pay it. They'll swallow the pill and pay it.
I think more Cooper than Cooper makes more sense than Devontae.
Makes sense for the Chiefs. Yeah.
Adams is tough, actually.
Most likely it's Jets because he's in love with Aaron Rodgers. So
he's like, Aaron,
let's go Green Bay 2.0. Let's run it back.
What are we? The New York Packers?
Hey, trade Mike Williams with Devontae Adams. I don't know.
Yeah. Up next. Oh God. Oh yeah. Sorry, Michael. We're gonna send you to Vegas. Well, speaking of the Chiefs, let's talk about the Chiefs versus the Chargers. And look, this is a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes has been bad this year, right?
Yeah, and he's about to get worse.
Mahomes has looked uncharacteristically awful. I'm seeing some of the worst passes he's thrown in his entire career.
He throws a pick every game now. He's guaranteed to throw a pick.
Yes, actually, yeah, you're right.
It's strange.
On a pick.
Yeah. And they're not the receiver just lost it and tipped it.
Right. It's
or
not a
good defense. No, these are just badly thrown passes that Mahomes Mahomes has never thrown pass like this in his entire career, but he's doing it now. And not to mention that things are about to get a lot harder because right after Mahomes decided to throw a pick, he not only throws the pick, he decides to utterly obliterate his receiver's knee.
He decides to just lean with his shoulder and not look where he's tackling.
He leads, tries to tackle him, and goes the shoulder right into most of Rashee Rice.
Easily your best weapon offense.
Patrick, what the hell? Seriously, what the hell? He's besides Kelsey, he's your number one receiver.
I mean, the rest of the league was looking at it thank you.
were things too tough for you? Were things too easy for you? So that make it harder?
Exactly.
Or you're okay, well, the jet system isn't working fast enough, so I'm gonna give you all a break.
Look, we're undefeated with Rashee Rice, but I think I could be undefeated without him as well.
Rashee Rice looked at me wrong, and he can't do it to Harrison Butker, so
There's no play where I can take out Harrison.
Hey, look, Andy, can I just be the holder for a play?
He's trying to change the narrative.
Do something.
He really can win with nobody. He's trying to change the narrative.
So Rashee Rice goes down. They haven't confirmed what his injury is. Probably an ACL. It's not.
Torn ACL? I don't know.
Torn ACL, but looking at that injury, there's no way he plays the rest of the regular season. There's no way. There ain't no fucking way. But someone else who's very frustrated right now, Jay Herbo. Jay Herbo's angry.
Chargers could have won this game.
Chargers could have won this game.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs were very, very, very lucky to win this game.
Yeah.
Chargers should have won this.
But Herbert's also playing hurt.
Herbert's also playing hurt, and I think
But
the
he did throw
offense is not as clicking as much, not even compared to the last few weeks.
I did see the touchdown pass he threw to McConkey. That was a thing of beauty.
That was good.
There's that. There's that.
It was a touchdown pass. But look, Chiefs got a tough matchup coming up, and then they got a bye. So, did they have a bye after?
Not this week. I don't know.
No, not this week, but the next week. But
that I'm not sure about. But we'll see how that goes. We'll check on that.
They have a bye.
They do? Okay.
After this weekend.
But yeah, like the Chiefs going into this game look like the least impressive undefeated team.
Yeah.
Currently, they still look like least. They currently still look like the least impressive undefeated team, even more than a team with Sam Darnold as starting QB.
Exactly.
Maybe this is how Travis Kelce finally emerges. You drafted Xavier Worthy for a reason. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, playing like this.
But can you do anything other than catch 8 balls?
Yeah.
Let's see whether you do anything else. Let's find out.
Exactly.
Playing like this, there's no way in hell you 3-peat. No way in hell.
Who else is left? Let's see. Worthy, Sky Moore? No.
Juju's back.
Juju is back.
Okay. What's his Watson?
That's Justin Watson. Yeah.
Watson?
So that's why they're probably going to trade. They're trying to trade.
Yeah, they got to get a wide receiver. They have to go trade for a wide receiver.
Yeah. I'm fascinated by who they would get. I mean, we'll see how they play next week without Rashee Rice, and we'll
I don't like
get a gauge from there. But I swear to, if there's somebody who, if they get him, like motherfuckers,
exactly. Well, the ultimate, like
traded to the Chiefs, like.
we'll get to that later. Not Devontae Adams. We'll get to that later. But up next, Sunday Night Football. Jacob mysteriously absent in the chat for this part.
Hold on.
This was an utter shit kicking in the name of Baltimore. This game also has my Stunks player of the week.
Yeah, this is easy.
Derek
King Henry.
First play. Just insane. That's when you knew.
Thank you for saving my fantasy.
This is going to be a long night when the first play happened.
Yeah. Look, I know the Bills defense has some injuries, but they had no answers.
Nope.
For this rushing attack.
Nope.
Derrick Henry looked like 5 years younger, like the Derrick Henry of 5 years ago when he ran for that. Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really a rushing game for the Ravens, really.
Lamar barely threw.
Huh?
Yeah. Lamar barely threw. And
yeah, it was basically the Derrick Henry show, and then Lamar Jackson rushed for a touchdown, right?
Yeah.
Friendly reminder, Dallas didn't even consider trying to get Derrick Henry this offseason.
Well, look where they're at now.
Yeah, who's laughing now? You got to see.
The Ravens are going to climb up, and then Cowboys are going to go downhill. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But but Derrick Henry played a sensational game. Lamar rushed really well. They played a complete game of football. Bill, like you said, Bills had no answers. Nothing happened for them.
Yeah, just got punched them out. They couldn't recover.
Yeah.
Even offensively, like fire god Josh Allen was not present. No, we got his rookie form.
But then
I think there were some drop passes by the receivers. But yeah.
There were some.
Yes,
I will say there was one.
Doesn't totally excuse it. Yeah,
Josh Allen had one really cool play.
Shakir.
A miracle play that most people probably can't make.
Yeah, that was a cool pass. But other than that, Josh Allen was like, okay, who do I pass? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, somebody's down there somewhere.
I think this is how the Ravens want to play. They want to run the ball.
No, but I think it was. But so I think it was a wake-up call for the Bills for sure. It was a wake-up call.
Yeah,
it was. But also
the magic run of 3-0 had to.
It is funny how this, like, even when the Ravens were up by double digits, I'm like, no Ravens fan is comfortable right now because this team. There's not a single Ravens fan I knew that was comfortable with watching this game, seeing their team go up by that much, because usually it ends in disaster, at least over the last couple of years. But yeah, Ravens looking like the team we thought they'd look like in the beginning of the season. And as am I worried as a division rival? No, I'm not.
No.
All right. Well,
all right.
Well, let's see.
Because it's the Ravens.
Okay.
And that's why. Not that they're a bad team. They're a bad
Great
team
explanation.
against. They're a bad team against. They're a good team against everybody except Pittsburgh.
Okay.
For whatever reason, like we have this weird voodoo magic on them. We'll talk about that in the coming weeks. Monday Night Football doubleheader. The game I wish was on ESPN Plus. For a little bit. Look, Titans, you may be losing on the season, but Will Levis, 4-0 in the mean economy.
Even though he
Funny
didn't
thing
play,
is
he only
this-
played like on one drive or two.
That play is what resulted in him getting a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
This is right after he threw, and
A
I
really
say
bad
I say this without hesitation, the worst pass he's thrown all year.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
was
saying
really
a
bad.
lot. And that's
That
saying a
was
lot.
really
Will Levis.
I don't know. The
throws
the Bears pick 6 one was pretty bad.
He throws the fucking
This is
dog.
the worst.
This is somehow
This
worse.
is up
He
there.
threw it right to him. That's the thing. He threw it right to him.
It was a defensive end too. It wasn't
Defensive
like a
end.
linebacker. Yeah, it was like...
But also, what's most shocking to me is that Mason Rudolph actually played better than I anticipated.
Oh, of course, because he's
A lot better than I thought. I guess it depleted. Well, fair enough, but depleted Dolphins defense as well.
Sure.
They're kind of middle
Yeah.
of the road, but they're
Talk
kinda
about the Dolphins
depleted.
in a second, but yeah, Mason Rudolph proven to be
They're
solid reliever.
Did
Solid
well.
reliever.
Yeah.
Good in a pinch, but again, as a Pittsburgh fan, I know he's not a long-term option.
No.
Add the Titans to the list of a team who will probably be looking for a quarterback in the next year. Because so far, yeah, Will Levis, we're giving him a chance. He's proving he's not it.
No,
He's only it for comedy. It's
Yeah.
if you want comedy in your quarterback, then
I think the coach announced that they're going to stick with Levis though.
I think if he's healthy, they said if he's healthy.
He's healthy. I don't know. I wouldn't give Mason Rudolph a look.
I think you give him one more chance, and if Levis does it again.
If he keeps
if,
doing
if,
like
if,
what he
if he's
did,
healthy, you just see the strength and conditioning coach with a baseball bat. Right? Like, sit down, Will.
Tanya Harding's him. Oh boy.
But conversely, though, the Dolphins without Tua
terrible.
So
might
nothing
be
they're trying
the
at
worst
quarterback is working.
team. Might be the worst team in the NFL.
I thought maybe with Tyler Huntley, who looked competent before, that they would be
Pro Bowler
somewhat
Tyler
decent.
Huntley.
Nope. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing. Still just as bad. It's like-
Yeah, they did not look good. They did
Nothing's
not look
working.
good at all. And
Yeah,
Again,
Tua.
these past 2 weeks have given the greatest arguments to why the Dolphins paid Tua.
Exactly. You don't realize how much they need Tua until you see
Yeah.
him without Tua.
Yeah, you don't realize how much you need him until he's gone.
Exactly.
That's how bad this is.
and also it led to Tyreek getting angry now.
No.
Oh, that was the funniest
Anyone
thing where
would be.
he's
Anyone would
he's
be.
he's going off in the sideline. Mike McDowell's just sitting there ignoring him.
It's like, what do you want me
He's
to
like,
do?
what do you want? I can't go out there and play quarterback.
miss Mahomes.
This is the one. If they would
Yeah,
get
Tyreek
word
Hill
Tyreek
could've
Hill
been
is
like-
traded back to the Chiefs, and be like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Jesus. God dang it.
I don't think it'll happen, but
It's not gonna happen.
There's
Most
no way
of-
Miami
most-
just gives him to the Chiefs.
yeah. But yeah, the Dolphins have got a lot to figure out. The Dolphins, by the way, had not led a game in 268 days.
No, that's correct. They
That's
haven't led like
terrible.
all season because technically they won their first game.
That's the thing. Yeah, they haven't
Walk-off
held a
field
lead at all this
They've
season.
never
They
led.
haven't
They've
led
never
a
played a
game at
snap all meeting.
all. They haven't led a game at all since last year.
That's wow, it's a mind-blowing stat.
You know
This is a
what?
team with-
You may be right. They are probably the worst team in football.
Without
They're up-
without
it's
Tua?
up there. They're up
Without
there.
Tua, they're god awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know what the fix is for Miami at this point because Tua is going to be out at least another 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's
Well, they
just-
have a bye as well after this weekend.
No, sorry. This week is their bye. So
No,
more
not this week.
three total. Yeah, three
After
total.
week- after,
weeks, but
okay.
2 games. 2 more games.
2 games. So potentially he's back next week, but is he going to be back? Is the question.
We'll see. I mean, they cleared him, and they said it can't get worse if you keep playing.
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm really scared for
You're
Tua.
not at
if
more-
he's
I
back.
think they said you're not at more risk of concussion by playing.
No.
You just have the normal risk that every player has.
Last game on our dockets.
I think we missed one. I think we missed one.
Did we?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, was there a game?
Jaden.
Oh, Commanders.
Commanders.
Oh, I did forget to
oversight.
Write that down. Oversight. My fault.
We got to talk about
let's
Of
talk about the
course.
Commanders at the Cardinals. Damn. My
Daniels looks good.
God, Jaden Daniels. Welcome to the front of the Rookie of the Year race, Jaden Daniels.
Sure.
He's
The dude
doing the
is
CJ
incredible.
Stroud thing this season.
Oh yeah, the second overall pick is doing better than the first overall pick.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, Daniels. I mean, he's doing remarkably well. I mean, yeah, it was also a rushing game as well. I mean, Jaden Daniels.
You also
threw
get
a
to play
pick.
the Cardinals, so
Yeah, but Jaden Daniels threw a pick as well. But no, I'm overly impressed by Daniels' playing abilities, and he's adapting very well. He has a good team behind him, good defense.
Really good coach.
Yeah, like
yeah,
good
highest
coach,
completion percentage through the first
good
few
OC. And again, they're playing and good, but also they played against the Cardinals. So
games. Yes, so grain of salt.
This was also the like we said, the
Cliff Kingsbury revenge game.
not just that, but also Kyler Murray. Like, okay, good Kyler Murray, mid Kyler Murray, bad Kyler Murray. We got bad Kyler Murray today.
We got
He
bad
was
Kyler.
atrocious.
sad Kyler.
Taking too many sacks.
Yeah, really, that first drive was the standout to him.
Yeah, they tried for one drive and said, "Nah, we're good." we wasted all our good plays.
That's it. We can go home.
Okay,
That
so
was quite good.
They still got pole position on Los Angeles right now, but yeah, they got to figure out how to get this offense like clicking, and also if I'm Marvin Harrison, kind of like with Justin Herbert. Like I told Justin Herbert to do this, he didn't fucking listen. Marvin Harrison needs to like look at this situation and be like, "Yeah, I saw Fitz. I'm good. Get me out of here." Like I'm not signing. I don't care how much you pay me. I'm not signing an extension.
yeah, unless things get dramatically better. I would.
Yeah.
No, but actually, after this match, when this concluded, I started to believe more in the Commanders, especially in their division, because Cowboys are in free fall, Eagles are in free fall, and Giants are the Giants.
Are the Giants?
Exactly.
So-
the Commanders could win. They could
so
win this
if-
division.
The Commanders keep playing like this, then my faith would definitely rise up to their occasion to win the whole division right there, the NFC East division.
My big question with the Commanders is what happens when they get like a lead against a solid team.
I mean, like cocky, like
Not just that,
when
'cause,
they
like,
pull a
after-
Vikings from this.
After several years of seeing Dan Quinn in Atlanta and seeing him blow
Yeah.
leads ad nauseum,
You would hope he learned.
you would hope you learn, but I'm not positive.
Yeah.
And I'm also concerned
true.
about
We'll see.
the Washington winning their division, because that also kind of furthers Jaden down on the path of RG3, and I don't want that to happen.
oh no, we don't want that.
Oh, we don't want to speak that.
We don't
big.
want RG3 2.0 or part 2. I
We're
mean,
already going down that road. Like, he was a second overall pick in a light blue suit, mobile quarterback, winning a lot of games for Washington. Probably gonna. RG3 won Rookie of the Year, right?
There's no Kirk Cousins on this team though, so that's good.
I don't remember that actually. I don't remember.
I want to say he did.
Marcus
I might
Mariota
be
is not
wrong.
Kirk Cousins.
Maybe.
But
Yeah, you have a good point. Like, yeah, he's going to that RG3 route. Like
he did win. He did win Rookie of the Year. He did.
Mm.
So is
So,
history
look,
repeating
It's
itself?
frighteningly similar,
Question.
but let's hope it doesn't.
You cannot look, Washington, for the good of your franchise. You cannot win this division.
Okay, then
for the greater
Who
for
do
the
you want
greater
to win
good.
that
Don't do it.
division? Who would you
The
want to
greater
win?
anyone else, like, for the greater good, you cannot
Just
be
sneak
like-
in as a
Win?
wild card. Yeah, sneak in as a wild card.
Eagles?
Yeah, let it be the Eagles, like Robert Jacobs.
The other team's got to step up if they're not going to win the division.
I mean, Giants have a with Tommy DeVito.
Jaden Daniels is seeing all this, just like, oh God, no, I don't want to do
Stop
this.
comparing me to RG3. Stop it.
Yeah. So finally, last game of the docket. Seahawks versus Lions. Someone who had a very strong argument for Stonks of the week, Jared Goff.
Goff.
Oh yeah, right behind Derrick Henry.
Jared Goff, literally perfect.
Set a
on the-
record.
Well
Set a
done.
record.
Well done.
Had no incompletions the entire night.
And he caught a touchdown.
And he caught a touchdown.
That was
The
amazing.
Lions are the very first team in history to have two guys have 100% passer completion ratings.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm on St. Brown.
I'm on Ryan, Jared Goff. But yeah, the Lions, first of all, new uniforms. I was moist.
That was awesome.
Secondly,
Fire.
Jesus.
they looked good, and yeah, like when it kind of illustrates when Detroit is clicking offensively, they're the best offensive football.
Mm-hmm. They might be the best team.
Possibly the best team. Well,
I know that defense not as good, but still.
Defensively, no.
Defensively, the biggest problem is they cannot stop committing penalties, especially the secondary. The secondary is committing a lot of really costly penalties.
Mm-hmm. You see,
but
Texans is to the offensive penalties as Lions is to the defensive.
There you go.
So,
yeah. I think Terrion Arnold currently leads the league in PIs for a corner. I think he has like 2 holding calls. Like he's getting a little slow start. But either way, they're doing enough to win. It's wild. Like the Seahawks put up 500 yards of offense, and they only turned that into 30 points.
I mean, it's tough to do. I mean, especially against a quarterback who had a perfect rating. I mean,
yeah. And the 2-headed rushing attack.
And Jahmyr Gibbs and did Montgomery score?
Mm-hmm.
Montgomery did score.
Yeah, they both scored.
Montgomery scored.
Well, yeah, Montgomery scored and he hit the little Kim. That's how Montgomery scored.
Oh, the one like reception Montgomery had for 40 yards where he got hit and then turned it to 40 yards. That was really good.
That was insane. Walker had a good run where he was tackled and that, or he thought he was tackled, but he managed to stay on his feet.
I gotta point out the Kenneth Walker thing.
Yeah,
he tried. He didn't want to get tackled on the ground. Like he kept like circling around. I think that was Kenneth Walker, right?
It was.
Yeah, that was. That was funny.
Good runs in this game. Good runs in this game.
Good run. It's had a good argument for game of the week. But the Lions are kind of showing why people have been so highly rated coming into the season because when this team is clicking, when this team is firing on solid, playing like this, incredibly hard to stop.
Right.
Yeah, like I would not want to see this team have an NFC playoff team.
Sure.
You don't want them to have the number 1 seed.
Yeah, they got the experience last year, and now they're building on it.
They get the 1 seed. Yeah, NFC watch out. That's on the side of Seahawks though. Played solidly enough. Again, 500 yards. They were trailing for a lot of games. Just outmatched. Yeah. That's the only thing that held them back because they were just flat out outmatched.
I mean, they'll play again. They'll play each other again.
Yeah, they will. So. That's going to do it for the week that was. We now look forward to the week that is. It's our week 5 preview. We also have our first round of buys coming up. Got the Eagles, the Chargers, the Titans, and the Lions. So Jacob can breathe kind of easy unless the Chargers lose, then he can't breathe easy at all.
They'll find a way.
They'll find. The Chargers will find a way to lose the bye by multiple scores. So moving on to Thursday Night Football, had the Buccaneers versus the Falcons.
Ooh, primetime cousins.
Primetime cousins. Although primetime cousins this year's been doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. Actually,
the Bucs look. I think besides the one Denver game, they look really good. So I'll go with the Bucs.
I'll go with the Bucs as well.
Yeah, I'm also going to go Bucs in this game. For this game, stonks or not stonks, let's say. Weirdly enough, wide receiver 1 in Atlanta. Darnell Mooney.
Don't say Kyle Pitts. Oh, okay.
Wait, what did you say, Chance?
Darnell Mooney.
Darnell Mooney.
Ooh.
Nah. If any receiver goes off, it's Drake London.
Not
Drake London.
Interesting. I would have gone stonks. Like, weirdly enough, Kirk Cousins likes targeting Darnell Mooney. I don't know why, but he does.
Ray McLeod.
He does look Ray McLeod.
More than Kyle Pitts.
No, the Falcons, the offense is very hard to predict which receivers do well.
What are we doing?
I was like, it's like Coles, Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod, everybody else.
And Kyle Pitts is permanently not stonks until further notice.
Until further notice, he's permanent not stonks.
Exactly.
All right. Up next, we have our very first London game of the year. Mm-hmm. We got the Jets versus the Vikings.
Ooh.
The banner is not coming up. I don't know why.
Sam Darnold against his former
team. What? This should have been more exciting on paper, but it's the Vikings. I'm still going with the Vikings.
I think Sam Darnold won't. He'll come down to earth a little bit, but I think that.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, against Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner.
Against a legit good defense, I think they'll come down a little bit. But the Vikings also have a really good defense of their own, so I think they still win. But it should be closer than people might think.
I mean, Jordan Addison had a good return.
Yeah, that's true, and he's going to get Hawkinson back too at some point. So
some point,
yes, hopefully.
Well, I'm gonna say the Jets purely because I need them to win, so Jacob can just kind of
What?
Yeah,
you want to make Mike? Why would you want to make Mike happy?
That's fair.
I know. I would like to make Mike happy, but I think it'll be a little closer than people think. I think it'll be Vikings.
All right. Let's say for the stonks meter, let's say Garrett Wilson.
No, I don't think so. Not against this defense.
So I'm gonna say stonks.
I'll lean stonks on that one as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say stonks. Garrett wasn't happy this past week, and I think it'll be a redemption game.
All right. Up next we have a game I'm calling. Here we go. Doug Peterson Firewatch.
Very nice.
Colts at Jaguar. The reason I put so much emphasis on this game is because of the bigger implications. Not just starting 0-5, but starting 0-5 like this. The Colts have this weird voodoo magic energy about Jacksonville. They cannot win in the stadium. The last time the Colts won in Jacksonville, the quarterback was Andrew Luck. That we are now going on 10 years since the last time the Colts won in Jacksonville. That's why I say if the Jaguars lose this game, Doug Peterson is fired.
We don't know who's starting at quarterback for the Colts as of now. If it's Flacco, I might just pick the Colts. I might just pick the Colts for the fun of it.
You know what? Given that statistic right there, I think I'll pick the Jaguars. They have to win this.
They do.
They do have to win this. And it's a divisional game as well.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor might also be hurt, so maybe I might.
Yes. Yeah, we forgot
he
to
might also be
that.
hurt. So maybe I'll switch to Jaguars because they have to.
Yeah, like you play the Steelers, have a good medical team ready because you're gonna die. You are going to die.
They called it a mild high ankle sprain, whatever that means.
Yeah, he's not gonna play. I don't think he's
an extra medium high ankle sprain.
Medium high ankle sprain.
I think they're gonna be cautious with Jonathan Taylor, and
they
he's
probably
gonna
will.
miss a game.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm gonna go Jags.
I think Jacksonville. I'm going with them because they absolutely have to win this game. Stonks or not stonks? Let's say Brian Thomas.
I'll say Stonks. He looks good.
Stonks. Yeah, he looked good.
The one positive for the
He
Jags.
did look good against the Texans. He did.
He's the Malik Neighbors of the South.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Maybe.
They were teammates, right? Yeah, Neighbors and Thomas were teammates.
They were teammates.
There you go. Perfect. Same situation.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, Ravens at Bengals.
Ooh.
Divisional.
Let me get some betting stats on this game while you give your picks.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
I mean, even though the Bengals won, the Ravens still look like a way better team. So I have to say Ravens. I know Chance is just not going to pick this game.
Well, no, both offenses are good, but their defense is.
I don't think the Bengals defense is good.
The Bengals defense is pretty bad.
I don't know if the Ravens is like elite.
It's not that great either.
It should still be better than.
I'll say Ravens.
Yeah.
I think they keep their streak going.
Yeah.
I will pick in this game out of a deep-seated hatred of Joe Burrow. I will say Baltimore.
He's slightly less.
I think
which is odd considering considering it's the Ravens.
Using Derrick Henry.
Rebels. Yeah, Derrick Henry's gonna run all over this team again.
Yeah, but what I will say is though, I honestly think Cincy at +3, not a bad bet. The over/under is 50.5. I take the under because it's AFC North ball. AFC North ball is
somehow get ugly.
Is always tough. So I'm going Baltimore in this game. Let's say for Stonks, Jamar Chase.
I mean, odds are Stonks because it's Jamar Chase. So yeah,
I think.
All right,
you always break on
Jamar Chase. This. early candidate for unwatchable game of the week.
No, this is. You can call it
Dolphins
now.
at
You can call it now. This is unwatchable game of the week.
Yeah.
there's no
You don't even have to
speculation.
go through the rest of it.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. If this
It's
is
gonna be-
not unwatchable game of the week, there's a
Something-
problem.
This is
Something
going
went
to end
horribly
6-3. It's going to be 6-3. Just watch.
No, I think Patriots will at least score one.
I'll
But-
pick Patriots reluctantly because
Yeah, I
This-
may have to pick.
this
Patriots.
could go either way, honestly, because of how bad both teams are. But Miami's worse.
I think Jacoby Brissett's looked
Because
better
also,
than either backup. That's
but also the Patriots defense is kind of good when they're when they're playing at their best. The Patriots defense.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the Dolphins defense is kind of middle of the road. So, I'll go Pats.
with that
Yeah.
thought, for stonks, let's say Ramondre Stevenson.
Ooh,
If there's ever a week to finally get better,
If there's ever a week to go off at this
You know
one,
what?
to go off, it's probably this
Not
week.
stonks because
I'll go for it. I'll say Stonks because can't get.
It's up to you, Chance.
He can't be worse.
I think he's gonna catch a lot of. I think it's gonna be a big screen game.
a
So
lot
I'm
of
gonna
dump,
say
dump
stonks.
offs. A lot of dump
Think
offs.
so?
A lot of dump offs, a lot of swings, a lot of quick outs, a lot of dump offs. So I'm going stonks.
Okay.
Browns at Commanders. Deshaun Watson versus the quarterback Deshaun Watson used to be.
Yeah, is the man in?
I'm
the
you,
mirror.
but better in every way.
You made a person out of. I'm sorry. I said Russell Wilson and Justin Fields were Gemini Man. No, this is Gemini Man right here.
I'll
you-
go Commanders. I'll go
Commanders.
Commanders.
I'll go
I'll buy
Commanders
the
as well.
hype.
Yeah, I'll go Washington. Line for this game is 3.5. I'd take Commanders at that line, even if Chubb plays.
I don't think Chubb's playing this game.
Chubb's playing not. Yeah,
He's probably practicing now, but I don't think he plays this game. They're gonna.
But
rush
yeah,
him back.
I think that
don't rush him back.
I do think that the Commies do beat the Browns by at least 4 points. So I would say take that bet.
Man is not gonna be
Stonks
happy.
Stonks in this one. I mean, there's a lot of really easy ones, but let's say the pride of Haiti, Jerry Judy.
Is he Haitian? I didn't
He
know
is
that.
Haitian, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Nope.
Apparently he's better than Amari Cooper. So yes, done.
Not stonks.
Someone on the other has to do something. I'll say Stonks.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Deshaun likes throwing it at him.
He does.
So
Most because Amari Cooper, just like he.
Amari Cooper
kinda
literally
lost
just
the juice.
gave-
You know what?
An
Amari
interception.
Cooper has the most drop passes in the league so
yeah.
far.
And that interception that
does.
was not on Deshaun. That was on Amari.
You know what? Yeah, stonks. I'll revert to stonks.
Wow, that's 2 weeks in a row we're absolving Deshaun Watson. Mark these days.
Okay, well, we're not recording, right?
Up next we have Carl, your boys taking on the boys of Stephon Diggs' former boys, the Buffalo
Could be game of
Bills.
the week. Could be game
Could
of
be
the
game
week.
of the week.
I don't know. I mean, Vikings at Texas would have been game of the week right there. Okay, this is a tough test for us. If they do not get their penalties in check,
Right.
the Bills win
Mhm.
because the Bills will feast on their penalties there. I'm going to stick with the Bills for now because if they don't get their penalties in check, they lose this game easily. And the Bills are pissed right now.
Mhm.
Wow, somebody picking against their own team. I've only ever seen that on this
No,
show.
because I've been
He's a
angered-
realist. He's a
No,
realist.
because I'm angered by these offensive penalties. This is the third game in a row they get double-digit penalties.
we need to lose so we can get this in order.
I looked up the offensive line coach's name. His name is Chris Strasser. So get on it, Chris Strasser.
Yeah, get your shit together, Chris Strasser.
Well, I will say this: we do need Joe Mixon back. We do need him back.
Oh, that would help. Yeah,
that would help.
yeah.
and Tank Dell as well. Tank Dell.
We do.
Didn't
Yeah,
play
I
last
think
game.
we're gonna get Tank Dell back. So that's gonna help us a lot. But the Bills' defense is depleted too, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's close.
See, for that
Yeah.
reason,
Ew.
I'm leaning the Bills.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Bills. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Bills.
What team is playing? What team is playing?
Who's playing? Who's on first? No, I'm actually leaning Houston. I think that the home field advantage is good.
Yeah, home field.
Sure. I think the home field. I also think that Houston front is going to get after Josh Allen. I'm calling it out. I think they're going. This is going to be a big Josh Allen turnover game. I do think that he's going to be forced into a lot of like really, really bad throws.
Hasn't had one this year. So
he hasn't had one this year. I think it's gonna. I think
at some point it's coming.
Oh, you know what? You make a good point. Stingley's going to try to feast on that.
Exactly.
Derek Stingley. So, and yeah, you know what? Surprisingly, yes, the Texans' defensive front has been pretty good.
Okay, real quick, Carlos, since I have you here, if you got to do the 2022 draft again, would you take Sauce instead of Stingley?
Ooh.
If you ask most people, they probably would, right?
Yeah, if it were 2022, yes.
Yeah.
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 Because, yeah, he had a couple. Let's see, the first year for Stingley, he got injured.
Like Stingley has been bad by any means, but at the same time, like Sauce has been otherworldly.
Also Sauce Gardner, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't Gardner, but then last year he played better.
He did.
This year
he's
been
playing on an upward trajectory.
No, but yeah, he's been
in hindsight, obviously
each season. Like if he plays like this, he's going to be an All-Pro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. For Stonk, this game, I kind of mentioned his name. I'm going to say again. Well, first of all, I got two for you. First of all, Stephon Diggs.
Oh.
It's like right on the border.
I'm going to say Stonks because he wants to have a touchdown against.
Oh, yes, revenge game. Oh, of course. Yes,
game.
Absolutely Stonks. Absolutely Stonks.
Trick question. He was forgot who he used to play because Jacob's not here. But secondly, though,
he's going.
Are we getting Josh Allen? Are we getting Fire God Josh Allen this week?
So you might have to. So yeah.
All right. So Stonks on
Josh
Allen.
Stonks on both. Stonks on both. This should be a good game.
Actually, I didn't hear who Jeffrey picked.
I think I'll pick. Yeah, I think it's basically a coin flip for me, but I don't think I'll go Bills. Just barely because they are coming in angry. And Texans they came close to losing.
I mean, hold on. Did the Bills lose anybody this past game?
No, I don't think so.
Or did they?
Did they?
Not on offense. Not on offense.
No, not on offense, but defense. Shakir got hurt a little bit.
Shakir did get banged up. That's what I was thinking about. Shakir did get banged up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically their best wide receiver right now.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at their questionable. Oh, I'm sorry. We did forget one. Von Miller.
Already got suspended.
Well,
that's not hurt. Yeah, a different kind of.
Kind of in our favor now.
Yeah, Bills are also questionable. Actually, they did a lot of people. So questionable. So yeah, Von Miller definitely out. Khalil Shakir questionable. Taron Johnson questionable. Terrell Bernard questionable. Taylor Rapp also questionable.
All right, maybe I shouldn't pick them. Whatever. I'll stick with it.
All right. Up next, Panthers at Bears. Andy Dalton didn't get his revenge last week. Can he make up for it this week?
Okay. So when did he play for the Bears again? I know he did.
21.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. It's been so many teams.
You know what?
Actually, it was the same year that Fields got drafted.
You know what? If it were week 1, week 2, this is unwatchable game of the week.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
But you know what? Anthony Dalton has got the Panthers team, to life a little bit, and Caleb Williams is playing better and better.
Slightly better. Yeah.
So this is a tougher matchup.
If there's any chance for a Caleb Williams breakout game, it's going to be this week.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm picking the Bears because of their defense.
Yeah. Same. I'll always pick the Bears.
The Bears. For Stonks this week, let's say DJ Moore.
Also a revenge game for him.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Stonks.
Yeah, Stonks.
Right,
I'm a huge revenge game narrative person.
We buy into revenge games a lot here on this show.
Yeah.
Next game we're talking about Packers at Rams. This is a bit of an injury bowl. It's like Jordan Love still trying to bounce back from the injury.
In week 1, again, this could have been game of the week.
This could have been game of the week.
This was week 1. Not so much.
The real question is, will McKinney get another interception?
Oh,
sure. He's got one every
week. He's
week.
the new Deron Bland.
He is.
Off of Stafford.
Yeah.
I think he will.
Yeah. And the Packers did look much better. So against the depleted Rams team.
Yeah. I mean, I think Packers lost Christian Watson.
They did lose Christian Watson, but they have
I think
But they have
solid depth.
But Jaden Reed is their best wide receiver.
Yeah. So I mean, purely out of injury, I'm going Packers.
Right. I'm going to go Packers.
Yeah.
The defense is actually underrated. Packers.
All right. For this one, let's say Kyren Williams.
Yeah. I think I saw the stat, like he scored in 7 straight games. So yeah.
Stonks.
They're going to give him the ball.
Well, they got no choice. They got nobody else.
Just feed Kyren.
Up next, actually another look again at a watchable game of the week. Raiders and Broncos.
Another low score.
What is it going to be?
What's the over-under for this game is 36.
Under.
Yeah, take under.
Down the under.
Did you check the over-under of the Dolphins Patriots?
I can. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna take guesses. What do you guys think the over-under for that game is?
For Dolphins Patriots, I'll say 33.
I'm gonna say. Actually, I was thinking the exact same number, 33. But I'm gonna say 33 and a half.
You're very close. 35 and a half.
What? That's come on. Let's take the under. Again, take the under.
It's like the price is right. It is 35 and a half. Yeah.
Patriots also only 1 point favorites over the Dolphins.
That makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
It's basically a pick 'em.
Yeah. But yeah, for this game, I weirdly trust Gardner Minshew more than I trust.
He might not have Adams again, though.
No. He might not have Adams.
And the Broncos have a legit good defense. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's why Adams had no targets and no receptions. He didn't play this week.
Oh, you're right. Got it.
Also, that's why people in fantasy were mad. Okay.
I'm like, no target for Devontae Adams. What the hell? Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't play.
I thought. Wait, was that genuine? Because I thought you were making a joke when you said that earlier.
No, I genuinely was like, where was that in this game?
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Is Max Crosby coming back?
We don't know about that either. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know who's playing. We don't know who's playing for the Raiders.
We don't know.
So if Max Crosby comes back, hands down the Raiders. Because Nix is going to he's going to get sore.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll caveat that. If Crosby's back, I'll pick Raiders. If Crosby's out, I'll pick Broncos. As bad as Bo Nix
it's really depending.
That defense is good. Passer 10 will shut down whoever their number 1 receiver is.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders because I trust Gardner.
I'm gonna go
more than I
Raiders.
trust Nix.
I'm gonna go Raiders because Nix. Yeah.
Chance, I would trust you at QB more than Bo Nix.
Gardner Minshew has played in how many teams?
Like
see, at least
Jags, Philly, Indy, and Raiders. 4.
Yeah, 4.
That's 4, right?
Not gonna lie, when Ben retired, he's someone I would have wanted in Pittsburgh. I really wanted Gardner Minshew that offseason.
He's a great backup.
He is.
But
for Stonks, this game, let's say, what do we got? Cortland Sutton.
I mean, is there anyone else? If he doesn't well, they're screwed.
That's a tough one.
Boy. Sure. Stop.
I'm gonna say not.
In the context of this game, yes.
I think it's gonna be the entire offense, so I'll say stop for Sutton. I think him and Bo Nix are starting to click finally.
I saw a funny stat where at one point last game, Cortland Sutton had 60 of the Broncos' 53 receiving yards. Because everyone else was negative.
Everyone was negative.
Again, it was raining. I mean, it was raining. It was tough.
Next game up, we got clash of the NFC West, Cardinals versus 49ers.
This might be a massacre.
Really? You think it'll be a massacre?
With the way the Cardinals looked?
Look, we had a bad Kyler Murray, so mathematically we're due for a good Kyler Murray this week.
Although you predicted at least kind of good Kyler Murray last game.
We did.
So
maybe we get kind of good last game. Yeah, I don't know.
He needs McBride. That's one thing he needs. He didn't have McBride last game.
Well,
I'll go 49ers no matter what.
I'll go 49ers.
Yeah.
I'm going whoever the 49ers are playing no matter what.
Yeah, we know.
So I'm going Cardinals.
Trusting in Kyler Murray.
I am trusting in Kyler Murray because fuck Brandon Ayuk.
Call of Duty hasn't come out yet. You
Call
still
of
got
Duty's
time
not come out yet, so
it's not come out yet. You're still
you
good.
still got fantasy owners sell high on Kyler Murray while you can.
You got to like the end of October.
For this game, let's say Marvin Harrison Jr.
Stonks.
All right.
He's good. I don't know if the team is, but he's good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's special.
All right. Up next, talk about a massacre potential. This one, Giants and Seahawks.
Seahawks easily.
Yeah.
Although we said the Cowboys Giants might have been a massacre last week, so maybe.
But that was Thursday night.
Maybe
weird things happened.
It's not a massacre. They'll still lose, I think. I think
Seahawks are pissed. Seahawks easily.
Stonks this week. Let's say JSN. I'd say DK, but that's too easy.
That's easy. I'd say Stonks on JSN.
I'm gonna say Stonks.
The second year breakout.
Yeah, New York secondary is pretty trash. Sunday Night Football. This is the Chance Needs a Bottle of Something game.
Actually, this is a good game.
Depending on how, it doesn't matter how this game goes, I'm gonna be stressed out watching it.
Are you gonna be drinking?
Well, okay. I'm sorry. There's one scenario in which I'm not stressed out watching this game. It's if the Steelers blow out the Cowboys, which we don't believe in the whole win convincingly thing. We're more like a python where we just grab you and squeeze you into submission.
Right. Well, okay, so Micah's going to be out, right?
Allegedly.
It's a much different game than we would have thought last week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Trevon's going to play.
Yeah, I'll pick Steelers.
I'm going to pick Steelers.
Yeah.
Good answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, this. What I will say is, when we play teams that are sub 500, I get concerned. we play teams that are juggernauts, playoff teams. I feel a little better because I know Tomlin's going to have his boy prepared. They might not always win, but they will fight to no one can.
It's when you overlook opponents. That's when the danger is.
I mean, they're at 500 right now, so.
So what happens when they're at 500?
Well, they're at 500. We're about to find out.
Who knows?
Who
knows?
I do think that the Cowboys have a much more sus defense than Pittsburgh. Look, if we come out and we start against the Colts, then I think it could be a rough night. But it's at home. It's at Pittsburgh. I think Tomlin's gonna give his boys a wake up call. They're gonna wake up ready to punch somebody in the mouth, and that somebody is going to be the entirety of the Cowboys team.
Yeah. And they don't like the Cowboys at all. So
yeah, I don't even need to say it. Y'all know what time it is. Everybody on the Steelers stonks. Everybody on the other team not stonks.
Yes, we did.
And Monday Night Football game we thought would be considerably better 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
New Orleans versus Kansas City.
I don't know.
Kansas.
I don't know.
I don't know who I'm picking honestly because of the whole Rashee Rice thing now.
It's not just that.
Yeah,
it's the fact that Kansas City, they don't look good. That's the weird thing. They do not look
They're like
good.
the worst 4-0 team.
Yeah.
Well, out of the two of them, yes. They are the worst.
Like any 4-0 team. Any team
the Vikings, yes.
Any team that started 4-0.
No. I realized because I thought the Pittsburgh were sus 2 years ago when we went 11. Sorry, 4 years ago. 4 years ago we went 11-0. This team looks worse than that.
Right.
At least we beat a couple teams convincingly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be a defensive game because Saints defense looks good and the Chiefs defense looks good. All right. Yeah. Both offenses are going to struggle a little bit. Obviously, it's Chiefs because of the injuries, and Saints, they've been going backwards.
Yeah, they're going riding the high. They're not riding the high over the.
Yeah, and really, except Kamara.
If Mahomes wants to make this really fun, he'll take a shoulder to the knee at Travis Kelce. Like, you want to retire, you son of a bitch? Okay.
Then he'll suffer the wrath of one Taylor Swift.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point, she's gonna be out there running routes.
Exactly. I saw the meme. It's like Taylor has to run routes.
I mean, really now, I think she's got to reach. So maybe she can do it.
I think. Look, here's the thing. I think I want the Saints to win, but the refs want the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, I think.
That's 100%.
That's a given. Yeah.
The refs
Grudgingly, I'll pick
refs
the
and
Chiefs.
The refs and the NFL both want the Chiefs to win,
It's,
which is why I think they're going to win.
Yeah, this is hands down. This is the toughest matchup to predict.
Yeah.
You
know what? I'm ride my boy Derek Carr. I'm picking the Saints.
How's that worked out before?
Really good for 2 weeks.
Okay. Exactly.
Who are you picking, Con?
I'll pick the Chiefs begrudgingly.
Oh God, no. Okay.
I don't like it either. I'm throwing in my mouth a little bit.
You know what? Their winless streak comes to an end. Saints.
All right. Stonks for this game. Well, I can't say Stormer Mormon because he's not playing. I will say let's say the NFL's elite kicker, Kareem Hunt.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like I put in a waiver wire for him in like one of my leagues. I'm in so many fantasy leagues I forget like where I put in waivers for who. I check one of my team just like I have Kareem Hunt.
Why do I have him?
Why did I get Kareem Hunt? What just happened?
Because of things like this.
Exactly.
I will say, Con, in I think one of our leagues when JT was like, "Yeah, I got Likely," I got him in that league.
Yeah, it's true. JT does not know how waivers work, and now he does.
JT is no.
JT thought it was first. He thought it was first come first serve. So if you put it,
legit, he did. He really did.
He honestly thought that. he learned the hard way. But he learned.
Wait, didn't he have like a 1 or a 2 or a 3?
I guess he didn't look. I don't know.
Numbers are not a strong suit. Neither shall he.
Sorry, JT.
But Kareem Hunt.
I'll say no. You said the Saints defense is pretty good, so yeah. I'm
gonna say no.
All right,
they really need Pacheco now.
Oh God, yes they do. Travis Kelce, you better be stocked this week. I swear to God.
He was last week.
He was.
Yeah, he did pretty well.
And now he's literally all that's left.
Yeah. Well, really worthy. Xavier Worthy.
They're worthy if he can,
the only one Mahomes fully trusts at this point.
But that's going to do it for us here at the show. Caro, thank you so much for joining us tonight, man. Where will we find you?
No problem. It's great to be here, making my debut on your show. You can find me on the social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Letterboxd, and Cinecaro. I basically do movie reviews, do blurbs, all that stuff. Yeah, you can expect a lot from me this month because I'll be watching a lot of horror movies. Yeah, happy October. Yeah, you can see my shrine behind me. Little pumpkin skull there. So that's it. But I also talk about football because I love football. And God willing, my Texans pull it off against the Bills. But look, it's going to be a tough game for us. So we'll see. So that's it for me. Again, thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Connor, we'll find you.
I'm on Twitter at the King Khan. I'm on Letterboxd as well. And hopefully Jacob is back, so I don't have to carry the load and adopt an Australian accent. It's gonna happen. You listen to the show, Jacob. I'm gonna try.
We did try to outsource somebody else to replace. We needed to fill a quota of Australians. We sent out an offer to Chris Hemsworth. Had to return my calls. Luke Hemsworth busy on The Witcher. Fucking Cavill. Liam. I said Liam on The Witcher. We're trying to get Luke. From what I've heard, his rate is a sandwich and a ride home. So maybe we could get him. We'll see.
Unless he lives in Australia, that might be a plane ticket.
It might be. If not, the guy who played the boss in Along Came Polly, Robert Brown. So he's Australian. He wasn't anyone but you. I can't think of his name. I'm not training.
We don't have to know. We don't have to know that anymore.
We have to know this anymore.
All I know is Brian Brown. But
it is Brian Brown. That's it. Brian Brown.
The cocktail guy.
Yes, the cocktail. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. But yes, next week we will not be back on Tuesday. We'll be on Wednesday. Hopefully, there's one guest I'm hoping to get that. Hopefully, that schedule works out for him. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.
Cue the outro.
Is it not playing? God fucking damn.
Oh no.
my mouse is. Now we got a vamp while I end the stream. This is what happens when Jacob leaves.
So how's your Australian accent? How's your Australian accent, Jim?